All right. So I know a lot of people have been asking, yo, give me a link to the UI or how'd you change it and shit like that. So like my UI is pretty simple. So for example, I don't know if you have seen Rom's UI. He has the color change right here. So basically he gave me the base color. I'll change you guys how to change that color. I don't know how he did the gradients like this. Um, you can like mix it up inside the this thing. I'll show you how. The more creative, more artistic you are with the like Photoshop in a way, the better you'll be at this. I'm not that great, and I was able to do at least do that much. Um, so let me show you. Probably a random person here. Somebody that's not 8K. There you are. Oh, he's doing the warehouse glitch. Dude. I don't want to go to war right now. Need a place where I can see. Basically, if you guys haven't seen it, give me a moment first. It looks like my stream's buffering for eternity. Okay, we're good, we're good. Alright, so I'm sure you guys have seen. Let me party this guy because he's been following me around. Whenever you party somebody, on my UI, it shows their BM3, the BM3 for each class, and then similar to my HP bar, right? Then when I leave away, it blackens them out. My God. Wait for me! There you go. So it blackens them out, and then it like fades away their blue dots, right? And then shit like that. So that's simple. So all I did was just change this, like the color, and then change the timer to red, like all timers to red instead of yellow. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Hold on, before that. Give me a moment here. I'm gonna put the warrior to wing grind real quick. Because you don't want any XP waste, right? Alright, so step one, right, would be to go into your Cabal folder, go into data, go into UI. It's pretty easy, right? That's gonna be your theme 1 section. Alright, so this is basically all the Cabal UI bullshit, like everything that gets changed, all that other shit, yada yada. Before you do any changing though, I recommend you go to the Microsoft Store, right? Microsoft Store, and search this program right here, Paint.net. You're gonna need it. It's $6.99, or I recommend you like find a legitimate way to get it. But if you have a way to be able to attain this program without having to like pay, you know, I would suggest that. But if anything, I bought it. I paid, I think it was less. I think it was like $3 when I bought it. But yeah, you're gonna want this program, okay? Paint.net. Once you get that program, what you want to do is you go to your desktop or wherever you want. You just put Cabal UI, right? Right. So what you want is you want to copy whatever you got here. This is by UI texture 0, all right? You're gonna copy that, open up this folder, and you're gonna paste it, okay? So this is gonna be like a copy of the original texture. You do not want to lose this in case shit goes wild. Like, you don't want to check files and then you get fucked. So you're gonna want to save that. So now that's saved, right? What I did was all my shit that I customized, I made a new folder. I called it custom UI. I don't put 2 because I already have one, right? Let me just show you real quick. So for me, I have this, and then I have this. Right, so like all my like old school UIs are here, right? These are other shit I changed. So I keep all the originals, and then all my custom shit, right, that I've been fooling around with. So you want to have copies of both. So once you get that settled, the next step would be to right click the original one. Let me show you a better example here. Let's work on the one that I already have. So the OG, right? So right click the one you want to change. After you've successfully saved a copy of it, open with, and then you select Paint.net, right? So once you get this is going to be the screen you have, right? So the copy I have right here is, I believe, the original, like the one you guys have right now. So shit you can do would be select the wand of truth and then hold control, you zoom in, right? Let me see. Some of them, I think it'd be easier to just start from mine because I don't remember exactly which ones are the HP bars. This one right here belongs to the party. So let me just show you this one. So this is the party HP and HP when they're away, right? So then you can do control, click, selects it. So right here, you can do whatever the hell you are. See how good you are. So let's see. You can invert it. Back it up here. So automatically it's inverted. And if you really want to get like super technical, see these little pixels right here, you can select them, invert them, select them, invert them. So this automatically makes my party members' HP bars light blue, right? Same thing for this. You can like hue, saturate, right? Change the SP bars on them to anything you want. Change the brightness, the intensity. Look at that, see that? Depending on how creative you can be, man, you can fool around with this. Like, you could take it to another level, have diagonal effects. Like, I don't know how good you can be. Like, I'm pretty ordinary when it comes to that. So let me show you mine real quick. I'll save, and then I'll teach you guys how to save. Let me copy it actually. Delete this one. Paste this one. Copy this one. Once you select the default program, it'll automatically always open into that. So check this out. So this is ROM's original gradient, right? I changed the color of this into green. Change these into red. The numbers are pretty tricky, so you have to select the magic wand. You hit control, and it'll select the numbers. I mean, I did, and you keep holding control, and you could select all of them and change them all into like whatever you like and shit. And select those. That's the I don't know what this is actually. I think these are the dungeon timers. This is war timers. This right here is your original HP bar. These three right here. So this right here is messy. I still need to fine tweak this. Like for example, the way the game has, this is your party, right? This is your party when everyone's near you. And there's two other levels. This is your party when everyone's away. And then this is I assume this is the frame in between shifting from light to dark. So what you could do, let me show you how you can do this. You go back to the Cabal folder, right? Icons. This folder holds the mother load to all the icons in the game. So similar to how you copy and save and put into a folder, right? What I did here, watch. When I changed my auras, what the fuck is it? I think it's down bottom. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where my auras at, man? Am I blind? Usually I make the screen smaller because it helps me find it easier because this shit's overwhelming. Get it? Overwhelming. Hold on, I want to show you. Oh, here we go, here we go. Look, these are my 5 auras, or 6 auras that I changed. Except Wind, because Wind we don't even fucking have it anymore. It's just in the game still for some reason. So similarly, like for the BMs, right? Or like BM3, I think I did Warrior BM3 first. Let me just go over here. So for example, this is the Gladiator BM3, right? Open it. You zoom in, right? So what I did was I selected the ellipse, right? You start at the very corner until all 4 tops, the top, the sides, and the bottoms all cover one whole area, right? Watch, let me try it again. Let me try from the corner of the thing, you know. So it takes a little bit to get used to here. You can hit control. No, it doesn't work. I forgot how to grab it. That doesn't matter. Let's see. Or was it lasso? No, it wasn't lasso selected. It had to be this one. Where did I get it from here? There we go, there we go, there we go. So once you do that, you hit Control X, right? It cuts it. Trust me, it is a lot of work. So once you cut it, right? They come over here. Control V. And it should be here, right? Oh, back it up. Nope. Control Z. There we go. So it should automatically fit. You just put it over the fucking thing. And in order to match the intensity here, for example, like if you put the same one, like this brightness on all 3 of them, whenever you go into your whenever you load it back in, it's gonna have like if the person's always next to you, even though like you leave. So that's what I had. I used to just put it on all 3, right? and then like when I backed away from somebody when they're out of sight, it just stayed bright. So like you want to keep it as realistic to the game as possible, right? So you just shove it in there. If you're really good, zoom in even more, and then like you really like shove it in there, right? So make it like so it doesn't look. You want to keep the gray area still like live or whatever. I'm not super good at it, so some of them are like faulty. Like I know like one of them, my FA is faulty right here. It's faulty right there. I gotta re-edit it later. And if you don't want to do, just control Z, right? Now here comes the tricky part. The tricky part is to, once you like adjusted everything you wanted and you've done everything, right? What you do is this, watch. I'm so dumb. Let me reload my fucking Cabal folder real quick. I don't know why I just closed it. Alright, so once you're at your Cabal folder, once you have the template that you want, right? Let's say you're in the program already and you're done. You finished all the shit you wanted to do. So what you do is, once you click save, make sure you select A8, R8, G888, or 888, B88. Like make sure you select this one. Because for some reason, you see how this gets dark? Once this gets dark, it fucks up your Cabalian game. Like, I remember I was asking Romp, like, what the hell, dude? What's going on? And he was just like, huh? But you have to make sure you save it as this, so it keeps the transparency. Okay? Once you click save, it's gonna save, yada yada. And for example, let's see. Let me make sure this one's the same. Hold on. Check it out. So once you have your customized copy, right, you're gonna drag it. You could either copy, just say for you copy, click on this, you paste. It's gonna give you the destination already has file name, blah, 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 blah. Replace the file and destination, right? Once you do that, it'll automatically load it in. Once you have that finished, you just load up Cabal and you're done. Like, that's as simple as that, dude. So you just load up your Cabal. Make sure you get the paint.net, and you should be good to go. Get this back onto my other monitor. What is this? Which one is this one? Is this the original one? Yeah. No, this is my the copy one, so delete that one. Leave me alone. So then you get this effect, like this one's away, this one's present, right? You don't have to worry about changing this stuff. If you really want to get more technical, you could change a bunch of other shit. But I've experimented with this bar, I've experimented with these, I've experimented with what else did I experiment? I experimented with like the general UI color of this, and I was just like, man, like. If you really want to, if you're really good, you can like customize your whole section here, but like I'm not that good, you know. I just did this. That's all I can do. Maybe like change like some of the auras as I did. I just changed them, made them more like unique, you know. Like ice is like surrounded by like ice. This is like you're in water. Lightning, you're surrounded by like lightning. You're engulfed. Flame, you're engulfed to fire. And then this is like earth, you know. You can change your BM3s and shit like that. I've done that before. It's kind of meh. Well, yeah. Hope that helped. By the way, my UI is in the description below. It's a OneDrive file, so just download it and then just replace it. Just like I taught you. Just replace it. And you're done. Just load up Cabal and you're done. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope that helped.